What do you say to allegations that you are affiliated with Al-Qaeda?
I mean, we put all that behind us for the most part. I'd rather not get into it on film.
So anyway, Party 6, Calgary. It's the last one. You have any thoughts on that?
I'm glad we made it this far. We threw this fucking thing together in about 2 weeks. It was a ridiculous undertaking. We had no idea what was going to happen in each city with the people that came out, with the cops. We were told no cops are like Vancouver cops. They're all crazy, horrible people who would shut us down. And we were told watch out for people in the prairies because they're nuts and they'll just smash all the stereos. There was a lot of question marks and a lot of potential for disaster. I'd say it's been about a 99% successful mission. Partying, I think, is a form of art. Basically, if you ask someone what is art, they would say self-expression, human self-expression. And the more, I guess the more you let loose with that, the more uninhibited you are when you're creating whatever art you want to create, the better that art is. But at the same time, if you were to ask someone what is partying, they'd probably, I don't know what they'd say, but I say partying also is uninhibited self-expression. Just letting go of everything you've been trained to do, all the garbage. When you're born, you're just this, everyone's just a beautiful, free spirit. And our society conditions us to be these scared, boring, homogenized, monotone people. Basically just whose main goal is accumulating wealth and just working non-stop and never, I don't know about never, but yeah. Uninhibited self-expression, just forgetting your conditioning, getting back to being a real human being and enjoying yourself and not being afraid to enjoy yourself to the fullest. That's what partying is. Just trying to spread some crazy vibrations into new areas they've never been spread before. Redefining, I guess, what can be possible in a public place, what can and can't happen. It's a social experiment with human behavior, just basically how you can bring thousands of people together to have a good time from all walks of life, backgrounds, cultures, styles, and they can just come together and have a good time wherever and whenever. So it's pretty neat to see that. I don't know, you don't get to see that much. The only time you can really get all sorts of people together is if you have like a common enemy, like in a war or a sports rivalry, or if you have a common goal, I guess. And there's not many of those in society nowadays that I can think of, but it seems like partying is definitely something that a lot of people can get on board with and enjoy together and have a good time doing. So partying is very cool. It's a uniter if you do it right. In my humble opinion, art should be something that gets you excited and moves you and makes you think in a new way. See new possibilities for society. And that's what art is supposed to be, is redefining your society, destroying all the notions and paradigms of the past and taking us forward into some new uncharted territory.
But you say that art makes you think. How does partying make you think? It seems to me to do the opposite.
I guess it does both. I mean, these parties, I've had tons of people come up to me just like freaking out, losing their minds, being like, it really is a revolution. Like, this is the new thing for our generation. Like, this is changing everything. This is the new way. This is the next big thing. I mean, they're excited. They're losing their minds and freaking out, but it's a new way for people to interact. I mean, we don't even have to lead this thing. Any radio station anywhere in the country could just say one night a week they're gonna play non-stop dance tunes. 10 people could grab their stereos and get together and do that. You could have one stereo. I mean, just having our one boombox out biking around the city. We plugged in an iPod to an old stereo and just biked all over the city, went to parties, had the best time of our lives. People saw it and they're like, man, that's so genius. You plugged in the iPod to the boombox. And I mean, it's funny, but where was I going with that? It's something that gets people excited. They can see new potentials for enjoying life and interacting with each other. I don't know. I just love music. So does Tom. I don't know. I guess probably the most unexpected, coolest thing on this tour was how the police have been so great with us and so accommodating. Like, we were really worried at the start they were going to shut us down. We did everything. We were being as sneaky as possible, not sending our information out to the radio stations and TV stations because we thought if they found out we'd get shut down and there was no way it would happen. But I don't know exactly how it's happened, but I guess we've got developed a good rapport with the police departments along the way and impressed them with how professional and cool we are and how great everyone that comes out is as well. I mean, it's just been amazing how I guess that's a good example of art potentially changing things in society. Like, there's comments people have written about. Someone wrote a comment today about how they looked at the police department in a totally new light after this. They said they were 19 years old and this was the first time ever they'd actually had a good interaction with the police and seeing that they're just normal people that want to do their jobs for the most part and keep people safe. I mean, there's always so many misunderstandings and hostilities and aggressions just based on bad communication. One of my favorite things is seeing the naked guy getting pulled out of that pool 2 nights ago by the police. I love seeing police after naked guys. It's the best clash of whatever you want to call it. Authority and the polar opposite of authority and control. Just a ridiculous guy who just wants to be this crazy naked guy and swim in some filthy water. And then you have this other human being that's supposed to enforce the rules. And he has to get this guy. But he also, they don't want to touch a naked guy or look silly. So he has to go in there and get this naked guy. It's a great juxtaposition.
Authority versus humanity.
Authority versus humanity, yeah. It's awesome. Other moments, I don't know. I'm not really into. I mean, I like it's fun, like, having people say, this is awesome, and will you sign me an autograph or taking a photo, but that's not really what I'm all about. I think my favorite thing is just reading the comments afterward, people saying, that was the best night of my life. That's pretty cool. Give someone that, a lot of people that, consistently. That's not easy to do. And we're doing it with no money, no resources, just a little team of awesome people ripping back and forth across the country on the probably the funniest adventure that I've ever heard about in Canada, at least. So yeah.
Sweet.
Thanks to everyone who got involved. It's been a good time.
How do you feel about this weird fandom, the Tom and Gary fandom? The people that are at the parties and see you guys as some sort of celebrities.
I mean, I don't know. I have no desire to be a celebrity or recognizable. I just like being able to cruise around and not be looked at. I don't have any desire to be a celebrity or that guy, but at the same time, getting your name out and being noticed is kind of essential for taking this stuff to the next level. It's the only way we're going to be able to go around the world, which is why we made it Tom and Gary's Decentralized Dance Party and not just Decentralized Dance Party. Like, we need to be the guys at the forefront, even though we're both pretty reluctant to do that. And we're not into the celebrity thing at all. So, I mean, I guess it's cool that it's happening, but it's not what either of us are really after or excited about.
At this point in the tour, what would you say, like, the chances of another tour, and like when will that happen, and what do you think it would be?
Well, fuck, that's been the one disappointment so far, is I thought for sure if we were doing this, there'd have to be some eccentric millionaire or something. Someone that would take notice and want to step in and hopefully finance what we're doing, since it's a cool thing that's making a lot of people really happy. That hasn't happened yet, and hopefully it does, because when I get home, I'm gonna have a bunch of debt from doing this thing that I gotta work off. And I mean, I don't care. This is my baby, so I mean, a lot of people are willing to sink $500,000 into raising a child without batting an eye. So a few grand isn't even a big deal, but yeah, hopefully someone comes along and helps us out, lets us keep going. Ideally a person, if not some kind of sponsor. And yeah, what was the question again? Yeah, the next tour. I don't know, the next tour is whatever the hell we can pull off. The craziest thing we can pull off. So I mean, the ultimate goal is to take this thing around the world, to every single country on the face of the earth. Not joking. It's gonna happen unless we die or get paralyzed. So ideally that's the next thing we do. If not, maybe we'll have to do like a North American tour, just keep building up the hype, taking it to the next level. But yeah, as soon as possible I want to get to Transnistria and all the stands, all the most fucked up, ridiculous places everywhere, because that's what this is all about. Just I don't know, that's what good art is all about, just taking it as far as you can go and risking it all and going for it, in spite of whatever consequences or sacrifices might happen. So So that's the plan. See what develops.
Sweet. Are we at Nexus building yet?
Not yet.
The
I wanted to
Nexon?
say something about something else. I forgot.
What do you want to say? What is this all about?
Oh yeah. The decentralized community thing. I mean, that's what this is all about too, is just showing what's possible now. How the internet can be harnessed to do totally revolutionary new things that were never, ever possible before. Without the internet, you can't slam together a tour and have tens of thousands of people coming out to party with you, places you've never been, who've never heard of you. But now there's so much potential. So many new possibilities using the internet that I've envisioned that I want to bring to life. There's another thing I'm working on called Decentralized Community. Is that the Riot Police? No. It's beach travelers in a gorilla suit. I lost my train of thought, but yeah. It's the most exciting time ever in history to be alive. We're gonna take this internet and do exciting things with it. And I'm gonna lead the charge as best I can with a bunch of ideas that I have, because I really want to. Behemoth.
Why is that so special?
Just goes really fucking loud. And it has some good lights and it looks cool. And I have to look cool so people I've never met before will respect me and think that I'm cool.
Alright.
That's what being a celebrity is all about.
I guess so.
Where's those batteries? I'm not really a celebrity.
You could be.
I mean, I guess it depends what kind of yardstick you want to use. But I don't care. I just hope we can keep going, having fun, and making it as big as we can. Dave! Where's those bees? Final chapter.
Tom.
I am Jerry.
This is the 15th ever Decentralized Dance Party.